every breath in my lungs.
Phenomenal way. Phenomenal way. Phenomenal way. Phenomenal day, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to thank you again for another moment of access into your heart and to your mind. So today we're going to talk about something that, if we're all honest with ourselves, becomes the very reason why some of us aren't successful, or some of us aren't as successful as we desire to be. It is why we start and stop projects. And it sometimes is even the reason why some of us never even begin. This concept is at the foundation of all performance. It is the very catalyst to all transformation in any business, relationship, financial goal, or any other goal of your choice. Yes, some of us even tremble at the thought of it, let alone at the sound of it. Yes, some of you might have guessed it. It is a concept called failure. And if we embrace failure as our companion, it can definitely aid and embed us towards our highest level of success. For instance, a couple years ago, I was introduced to a multi-level marketing company by a friend of mine. And I joined because I heard of generational wealth. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, right? I heard residual income coming in month after month, people paying our bills month after month, because I knew I had bills month after month, so it only made sense, right? And then I also heard it could be a possibility of a large lump sum right now. So it had 3 ways to make money. I was excited, right? And I acted off that excitement with no knowledge or information of what I was getting myself into or what I was even doing, right? So my mentor in this multi-level marketing company said, listen, Joel, write out a list of names of 100 people that you knew. I said, let's do it, right? I'm so excited about it. I'm saying, let's do it. So I wrote out the names of 100 people that I knew, right? And he said, it doesn't matter how, what their background is, what their career is, where they're at. They could be college students, they could be broke, busted, disgusted. It doesn't matter. Write out 100 people. He said, because people are fuel to your business. I said, I got that. I wrote out this list. So then he said, now what we're going to do is we're going to have a major launch. And you're going to tell your family and friends that you invite them to the launch of this new business endeavor that you have embarked on. Now, listen, some of these people were high prestige people, like, lawyers, doctors. These people, I'm like, man, they're not going to come out and support me, man. That was the first sign of failure. It was failure in my mind. I failed before I even begun. He was like, Joel, do they like you? I said, absolutely. I said, he said, do they care for you? I said, most of them, yes. I said, do you have a relationship with them? I said, yes. He said, just lean on the relationship. Just tell them it would make the world of a difference if they came and just heard what your mentor had to say about this business. And he also said, Joe, do all of them pay bills? I said, absolutely. He said, it's a no-brainer, right? I said, yeah. So I got on the phone, and I remember this to this day, right? My first call was my father. Yeah, my father, right? And I'm like, my dad, he's not, he's going to support me. He's going to ride for me, right? And I get on the phone. I talk to my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad, what's going on? I'm saying everything my mentor says. I said, hey, Dad, what's going on? He says, son, what's going on? How you feeling today? I said, Dad, I'm phenomenal, man. How you doing? He said, I'm good. I said, hey, Dad, listen, I just embarked on a new endeavor, and I just want to share it with you. He said, yeah, son, what is it? I said, well, I'm getting paid off of bills. And he was like, okay, tell me a little bit more. So I told him a friend of mine introduced me to this guy who was making some serious money in this opportunity. And he said that if I shared it with my family and friends, it could be possible that you could get free bills and make money as well. So my dad said, is it one of them pyramid things? I said, Dad, I don't know, but I just want you to come support me. He said, Joe, I'm not doing no pyramid, and I'm not coming there. I was devastated. I was like, what? I said, Dad, it's your son. It's not somebody on the streets. It's me. Come support me. Come see what we got going on. So long story short, my dad never showed up. But at that moment, I had a choice. See, we talked about choices before. We talked about choices. Choices is something that you do with no reasoning behind it. I had a choice. I could either stop and say this doesn't work and it's not going to work for me because I didn't know what I was doing, or I could have chose to say, I'm going to make this work. Not for nothing else, but just to say I make it work. And this is my choice, right? So I own myself. I own my feelings of fear and anxiety. I felt a high level of anxiety at that time. I felt frustrated because the one person that I thought was going to be on my team told me no. I smiled and I dialed another number. I dialed that number, and I keep and continue to dial numbers every day until the day, because failure is not an option. Failure is not who I am. Failure is not who you are. If you have failed today, I'm telling you right now, it's not who you are. Failure is just an occurrence of success. It is a part of the will of success. Listen, when you act, the moment you act, you will meet temporary failure, but that's not who you are. You must persist. You got action, failure, then persistence. Persist past any emotion that you got, any circumstances, any situations that arise up. Listen, persist past it. And be consistent with your actions, your failures, and your persistence. Let consistency be the governor of all that, and you will be successful. Listen, thank you for another moment of access into your heart and your mind. Listen, let's be phenomenal so we'll never be forgotten. I'll meet you again.
With every ounce of my blood, with every breath in my lungs, won't stop until I'm phenomenal.